What if the biggest move of the NBA offseason isn't a blockbuster trade but a quiet, strategic gamble that could redefine a team's identity? Let's talk about Kevin Love, the Utah Jazz, and the tangled web of roster decisions that might determine whether this rebuild becomes a playoff contender or another cautionary tale. Here's why this situation feels like a chess match between loyalty, legacy, and the relentless pursuit of a title. You know how it goes, teams in rebuilds often end up with players who don't want to be there. The Jazz acquired Kevin Love in a 3-team trade last season, a move that felt more like a calculated risk than a long-term plan. But here's the twist: Love's been vocal about wanting out almost since he arrived. A year later, rumors are swirling again, this time linking him to the Sixers and LeBron James. Now, that's a wild card. Imagine Love and LeBron sharing the court. Would that be a dream scenario or a logistical nightmare? The Sixers have a full roster, so they'd need to dump someone, but who? The Jazz also have a full roster, which raises an even bigger question: why would they even consider adding Love if it means waiving Mo Bamba or trading one of their young centers? It's like trying to fit a puzzle piece into a board that's already complete. Let's break this down. Love's value isn't just in his stats, it's in his ability to mentor rookies and stabilize a locker room. The Jazz have a young core, including Darryn Peterson, who's going to need guidance. But is Love the right fit? In my opinion, it depends on what the Jazz prioritize: short-term wins or long-term culture. If they're serious about competing, Love's leadership could be worth the chaos. But if they're still in tank mode, this feels like a misstep. What many people don't realize is that Love's not just a role player, he's a former All-Star who's still capable of making plays. The real question is whether the Jazz are willing to bet their future on him. Here's where it gets interesting: the Sixers' interest in Love isn't just about pairing him with LeBron. It's about flexibility. If they can acquire Love without sacrificing a key piece, they're adding a versatile big man who can space the floor and rebound. But the Jazz's dilemma is even murkier. They've already signed Mo Bamba to a 2-year deal. Do they really want to waive him for a player who might not stay beyond next season? It's ironic, isn't it? 3 of their non-trade eligible players are centers, which makes waiving one feel like a desperate move. This isn't just about roster spots, it's about identity. Are the Jazz building a team around young stars or trying to win now with a veteran spark? If you take a step back, this whole situation highlights a deeper trend in the NBA: the tension between legacy and reinvention. Teams like the Jazz are stuck in a no-man's land where they're too good to tank but not good enough to compete. Love could be the bridge, or the catalyst for a rebuild gone wrong. What this really suggests is that the NBA is entering an era where veteran players are more valuable than ever, not just for their skills but for their ability to elevate younger teams. The real test will be whether the Jazz can pull off this gamble without sacrificing their future. And honestly, I'm rooting for them. Because if this works, it could become one of the most fascinating stories of the season. But if it fails? Well, let's just say the Jazz might be looking at another summer of rumors and regret.